There's no effing way Bill was giving up personnel. Felger said he firmly believed if it came to it to save his job, he would have.
He said at the end of the year.
I'm going to go and tell you I firmly believe the opposite, and that is there was no way he was giving it up. He was saying one thing publicly, and privately he would have said another.
See, I do kind of believe that. I think he thought anybody was going to hire him. Like, shoot your way out, get out, and I'm going to still get my 15 somewhere else.
Yep. That was his leverage piece to go and work somewhere else, and then he learned, oh my goodness, nobody wants me.
See, in that last part of the question, too, that Felger and Mass posed there, I don't think he would have drafted Drake May. I think he would have traded the pick.
No, but what Felger did, this is where it gets
clear
fun.
on it, right?
Yeah. This is why the topic was fun, and this is the point that did not disappoint. Let's play the game. He does give up the power, and someone else is in charge of the pick, and they do take Drake May. And if all that nonsense happened, which I don't believe in real life it would have, but let's play the game if it did.
Yep.
This team would be so much better right now.
You would have Billy O or Josh as OC.
Why would Billy O leave?
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd have Bill O'Brien. You'd have Bill Belichick.
Yep.
And you'd have Bill coaching the team. And I'm not telling you that it would be the right thing in the long term because they wouldn't be much better. They're not turning into a playoff contender. But
no, I disagree.
You think they would?
Yeah, 100%. I think they're in the mix in the AFC right now. And
in the hunt.
More than that, I think
defense.
you're also getting the exact thing that you wanted when Brady walked out the door and you picked Belichick. You'd have a situation where Belichick's stepping away and your organization is set up for the next 10 years with Drake May and company for that next head coach.
The Colts are on the bubble, right? They're 6-7 in the hunt. Would the Patriots be a 6-win team with Bill right now?
Yes.
Are they getting in?
Probably not.
No. They're not getting in the playoffs. They're not a playoff team. Fine.
Then the real question is,
I say they'd be much better. I don't think they're making the playoffs, though. That's all.
That doesn't mean they're going to be better next year.
See, that I agree with. In the vacuum of
they're ready for
1
change.
year.
Yeah.
Fine, you'd be better this year, and I fully admit that. They'd be so much better. They'd be a better coach team. They'd be a more disciplined team. All that's fine and good. But what the hell's your plan long term? You're still with a coach who I think is at the end and is not doing the job the way he once was. Because we saw that last year.
Yeah, you didn't have a quarterback. Give me Bill Belichick with a top 10 quarterback. That's a totally different situation than
He had
what
the
you
greatest ever.
Right, and you wanted a
Thought he
historic
could win
level.
with the top 15.
You didn't have a top 15 quarterback. You didn't.
Yep.
You went the postseason with a rookie year Mac Jones with Drake May and Bill Belichick. Yes, that's a great situation to be as an organization.
Imagine
They're
wasting an
still
entire year
not
with
scoring
Cam
points, though.
Newton. Oh.
Would you fire him at the end of this year?
No.
You couldn't.
No, he gets
Not
the
if
record.
you're- yeah.
Sets the record.
Yeah.
You
Now
actually
you're-
get what you wanted when you
You're 6
when
games
you
closer
picked
to
him.
the record. Now all he's got to do is win
All right,
nine.
so I'll
Nine
tell-
next year.
So I'll tell you what, 2 years of mediocre Bill without him controlling the draft board is better than 2 bad years of Gerard Mayo and Elliott Wolf.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's your big point there. And then it'd be
So if you're going to be mediocre or suck, is it all that much worse if you're doing it with Bill? No,
Would
the
be
coaching
interesting.
would be better. The game planning would be better.
It would
don't
be
think
interesting to see
they're
if he would
mediocre.
groom, if he would really be involved in grooming Mayo, like naming the coordinator. Then hey, you help him with the transitional period.
So you're saying Mayo would be a better head coach once they
He'd be
make
more
him head
ready.
coach?
Situation where
The plan
you
was
have
sped up.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a franchise with a stud quarterback set up for long-term success. You are handing the keys over to something that you should not be able to ruin.
This is what I thought of as this was being discussed. And we, by the way, did this earlier in the week. We did this topic on Monday. We brought this up. You're welcome. We did mention this because I said, no way is Bill worth the only reason. I said the only reason that firing Bill right now looks good is because you have Drake May. And if you have to trade Bill for Drake May, you do it 10 out of 10 times. But imagine if they drafted Drake May and still had Bill. They'd be in a better spot. They would. That doesn't mean it's the right spot. The right move is blowing out everybody and hiring a younger, ready to go, more successful, more prepared guy to be your head coach. That would be the right move. Firing Bill was not wrong. They should have no regrets about firing Bill. They should have regrets about how they handled it once he was out the door. That's what they should be regretting. how they've done since. But if the options are Gerard Mayo and an inexperienced staff, or Bill O'Brien and Bill staying and Steve Belichick staying and Gerard Mayo still being here, that's a better coaching staff. It is. Even if it's not a good one, even if it's still mediocre.
I think it's a great situation.
Mediocre is better than bad. It's not great.
You're not giving him enough credit.
Oh, stop it.
He's got a quarterback.
Remember when they won 4 games last year?
Yes, he didn't have a quarterback. The defense was still great. He was fine. Still buy-in. The offense was brutal.
Quarterback was losing you games last year
Yes.
that you should have won. Where this one this year is keeping you in games that you should have won.
So you don't think he's going to have any success at his next job if he gets hired?
Bill?
Yeah.
Like elite success?
You don't think he's gonna have a playoff team, make a run,
No.
win a playoff game?
He's more likely to be a guy that wins 8 games twice.
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to do because the team that's going to hire him is going to be in disarray.
Yeah, how many wins does he need?
So you're picking on.
Isn't it 17? Is that
15.
17?
He's 15. 15 wins.
Yeah. So he could get to 8 wins twice and get his record going.
Yeah. So like, say you got to 6 wins here, you'd be shooting for 9 next year to break the record.
So you don't think he builds on it? You think it's just mediocre and that's it?
Mediocre, get my record, 2 or 3 years, and I'm done. Yep. He goes to Jacksonville next year. You think Jacksonville's going to turn it around and be a great team?
I think Bill O'Brien
driving
thinks
games?
he's going to coach in the NFL. Like there's some people thinking. I know Maz had this theory of potentially North Carolina. Maz brought that up yesterday.
For Bill?
on the show. Yeah.
Well, listen to what Burke told us yesterday.
Right.
He wants to coach at some
But
level.
if you're going to Carolina, you're not going to break the NFL record. Like
If you're building a program right now, let me ask you a question. Who's a better candidate for your job, Bill Belichick or Bill O'Brien? Bill O'Brien has been a guy who built a program, started
it's O'Brien.
Something at Houston when he was there, right?
Yeah.
Was involved in personnel decision-making, not...
Turned around Penn State.
Who would you rather hire?
All right, so wait, hold on. No strings attached. Throw out all the history, okay? You can hire Bill Belichick next year for the Patriots, or you can hire Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien.
Who would you hire?
Bill O'Brien. In fact, I said at this time last year, McCone, I know you're new here still. I said, it's at 985thesportshub.com, by the way, the headline. The best internal candidate for the New England Patriots to be their next head coach is Bill O'Brien. I'd rather hire Bill O'Brien. Because if I'm a team and I want something to be built and it's not about a guy chasing a record, I hire Bill O'Brien and say, Bill O'Brien connects with young players.
You know what?
Just came out of the college game again where he quickly turned around a team.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when Bill O'Brien heard that, Gerard's signed up to be the next guy. And maybe Billy thought coming back here and working with Bill.
He was the next.
Because he bounced pretty quickly once at the end of that year came. He got out.
Got out.
Yeah.
I don't think you're giving Belichick enough credit over there, man. I really don't.
Well,
It's the problem. The problem is the age. The age is the problem.
Defense was great last year. Now you got a young quarterback.
Yeah. They'd be 6-win team at least. Yeah.
3 options: Belichick, Mayo, or neither one. Neither. That would be mine. I don't want either one right now. I want
So rank them. Rank the 3.
Bill. No, sorry.
Neither.
Bill, Mayo. Recency bias. We
Yeah.
have to watch this every week right now. That's right. Watch this thing every week.
An opinion every week.
And it's the worst. This is worse than last year.
This is worse than last year. It is.
Credit to Felger on that prediction like a year ago. He said, you know what's worse than Bill winning 4 games? Gerard Mayo winning 4 games. And here we are. Hasn't quite got to 4 yet. He's like, UMass football, still chasing that 4th win.
Hey, if you like that clip, check out more videos from Zolak and Bertrand right here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.